When are you going to stop letting your story hold you back? When are you going to start letting the pain and the things you're going through right now be the reason you break free? We good. Just sit back, relax, hang out with me for the next 40 minutes, and I will. I'm gonna try to connect with myself, with my inner self. But all right. Without further ado, you guys read the title, and it's dealing, reconnecting and dealing with that inner child. I know it sounds cliche. I know it sounds like how severe is it to look back and to really think that dealing with the past and the trauma could be what is blocking us from the future. I've thought about this a lot, especially over the course of this journey. One of the number one comments that I get, especially posting Riding with Rose, the number one comment that I see all the time that pops out to me. I mean, it's not my number one comment, but the number one comment that pops out to me is, I wish that I had a dad like this. And my response has always been the same, and it was me too. I wish I had a dad like this. For those of you guys that don't know, I have never met my biological father. I have not said one word to him. I have seen one picture of his face that my mom showed me. Lex Moto, welcome on in. Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. We gotta get some zombies in. We'll make it work. Jess and I were talking about, in the near future here, planning, we're gonna plan some community nights with you guys. So in the near future, we're just trying to get this ship going and going and rolling, but we're gonna make it happen. I'm getting off track again. I know, right? Zombies, but I get the comment of, I wish I had met my father, or I wish I had a father like this, and like I sometimes will tell people, like, I wish I had even met my biological father. Now I will say this: my mom did get married when I was younger, right around 5 or 6 years old, and so my stepdad was involved in my life, and we connected and we bonded, and he was there, and that meant a lot to me through my childhood. But we never connected on a really deep, passionate level. It was always that there was always some type of friction there. And now that I'm old enough to realize, and I can look back and I can see where things are at, it's a clear indication of not having self-love. How can you love someone else's kids and love another individual if you're not truly on that road to self? You don't have to be fully there, but on that road to self-love, on that road to being in tune with your own heart and dealing with your inner demons and that inner child. And I want everyone to please take note of everything that especially those that have been here for a while, is to take note and to see what I've done. And it's all gonna make sense, because everything that I've talked about in the past, everything that I've talked about today, is me reconnecting and dealing with that inner child, and it's me handling these wounds. This journey has been nothing short of healing, and it was the past trauma that inspired me to do the things that I do. And so when I say that if I didn't go through these pains, like, this is what separates Shyfter from other individuals. is that I've harnessed this pain and this trauma, and rather than hiding it and acting tough and dealing just dealing with it on my own, I've found a way to relate with other people, and I found a way to let down my walls and to truly be in tune and honest with myself. I think that's the big thing, is I'm very honest with myself. A lot of us fail to be truthful in today's life, I've noticed, even if it's the littlest things, the exaggerations. I have found a way to live a life of peace and harmony because I have lived a life that's been so chaotic and toxic. Keep it moving. That right there's a shift in movement. Jess with the prime sub, thank you so much. I appreciate it. The 2-month anniversary. Look at that. We're gonna start getting 2-month anniversaries, guys. Thank you so much. I think that it's kind of crazy to me because I see so many of us, especially in the Shyft family, that has been struggling, especially this last 6 months, this last year. This last year has been a tough year. Like I said, it's been the hardest year of my life. Losing my brother, moving 3 times, being separated from the girls, not having them full time. It's been a journey. It's been hard for me. I'm very attached to my girls. Oh, geez Louise. I think there's these aspects too of what were you like as a child? Chat, this is gonna be the first time I want you guys to interact. What kind of, I mean, like, here's the thing. I was a troublemaker. I was a class clown, troublemaker, but I wasn't like like, I don't know. I was a pain in the ass. But I think like what hobbies? First question, chat. Like what were some hobbies? What were some things that you guys did as a child? As what are some of those memories that you have? Those core memories, those of being a child, and like what is one of your happiest childhood memories? What is something that you'll never forget, and something that sticks with you like it was yesterday? And I mean this, like what do you think that memory reveals about yourself? Like, so here's a funny thing. One of my childhood memories that I have is when I opened up, I got a Nintendo 64 for Christmas. And it was the best Christmas ever, playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Super Mario 64. Cadence, that's bull. You don't have any happy memories whatsoever. I think that how can you know what negative times are if you've never known what happy times are? If you have experienced the darkness, it's only because you once experienced the light. How can you truly know what the color blue looks like if all you've seen is blue? If that's the only color you've ever seen your whole life? And this comes to a perspective. To where I don't doubt that you're. There you go, Cadence. There you go. I probably blocked it all out. And this is part of, I just said it, is being honest with ourselves. It wasn't the fact that there's no good times. It was the fact that maybe we didn't recognize them. Maybe we didn't realize. And I've talked about this. Like, for all we know, for all you know. Like, what if right now, right today, this moment, literally right now, Like, what if this is a moment that you truly, truly miss one day? What if life gets so much worse to a point where you look back like, damn, I miss those days. I miss I miss, sitting with the Shift fam. I miss for me, like, I might look back and be like, dang, I miss the day of streaming to only 10, 11, 12 people. I miss when it was more personal and more intimate. Cam says, I'm just being a carefree kid. As long as that carefree is leading towards growth, self-love, development. Because there's two different kinds of carefree, in my opinion. I used to be on both sides of that. I used to live a life of like whatever happens is gonna happen. We just gonna live life, let it flow. I'm not gonna care about anything. Like, I'm just gonna do me. And now I'm carefully carefree. Like I said, I live with so much peace and harmony in my heart. And that's because I've learned to be very honest with myself and be honest with others. I come from a childhood of lies, of stealing, of deceit, of trust being broken, me not trusting anyone else and others not trusting me. I come from a place of regret. I have a lot of regrets from my childhood. I hurt everyone close to me. I caused a lot of pain for people. And it might be hard to see that, but like it took a lot of darkness to become the light. And it took a lot of it took a lot of pain to understand that I was the problem. This I don't live with regrets. But during this process of self-love and this journey of growing, as someone who had just started, who was in a state of like depression and in a state of just hating who he was and hating what I was doing with my life, that is when I lived with regrets. I regretted how I treated people. I regretted the way I treated myself. And now I've come to a point where I don't live with regrets because of where it's led and because I've embraced that. Me being the world's best father to Rose, to Ember, is me being the world's best father to that little boy that never had that. Firestorm, thank you for coming through. Thank you for following. Me being Shyfter today is being this nice individual that loves everyone, is healing that person that hated everyone back then. There's a way of making everything connect. Sandy, thank you for coming through. Kamala, girl, what's going on? What you doing? Dog is barking like crazy. It's okay, girl. Woo-wee. I think everyone has their own opinion, and everyone has their own way of labeling things. Is it a regret? Is it a feeling? Is it a fact? But there's something there in your heart that you're still holding on to that hasn't been dealt with. Kamala, girl, her bark is so, can you guys hear that? Her bark is so loud. Go, 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 go. Had to double check. We had to make sure that there was no intruder because Kamala is like a watchdog. Kamala is like a watchdog. Want to feel like you're being hugged? Well, stop right there. Shift merch pre-order is live. We talked about the pre-order. Lindy Lou, I have zero regrets of all the trials and tribulations I have been through. I use them as learning experiences and try to teach my nieces and nephews what not to do. While I still deal with stuff, I do my best to take each day at a time. It's not easy, but all I can do is my best. Whoo! Damn, that last sentence. That last sentence, guys. It's not easy, but all I can do is try my best. And that's 100% correct. Thank you. First time chat drops a gem. Thank you so much for that, Lindy. Sandy, I hope you're doing well. Nuggy, Jenna, Eve, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys. Appreciate it so much. There's a, when you look back, everything that I have done, everything, to every song, every short film, there's so much subliminal messages in the shifter movement that you guys don't even know. If you were to really just go back one day and just scroll before writing with Rose content, look at all the projects, all the things that I've done. And it was a way for me to channel this inner child. You know, we talk about connecting with our authentic selves. Like, I've been a gamer my whole life. Look at me now, I'm doing a little bit of gaming. I've been a musician my whole life. Whether it was playing guitar, whether it was singing. You know, my mom and my stepdad met at a music school in Minneapolis. Music runs very deep in my family. Nuggy said she's always been into art. I've loved art too. I used to draw all the time when I was younger. I was a big drawer. I drew all the time. I used to make designs. Now look at me, we're making designs. We're doing stuff. As if we can think back, I asked us like, what was a core memory, a core something from your childhood that you remember vividly. Why do you feel like why do you feel like we stopped doing some of the things that we love? Whether we talk about art, I talk about music. Why did it take me 30 years to release my first song when I knew in my heart? Like, I'm telling you guys, when I was younger, I'd be making music. I'd be freestyling in the car all day with my friend. We'd be singing. We'd be like, Sugar Monster, Judgment, and bullying is why I stopped. I think there's being judged and bullied is a big thing, especially for growing up. Like, this is something that I'm preparing to. We all remember the junior high and the high school days And for a lot of people, those were the darkest days. Those were some of my darkest days. Caden says, I want to experience everything life has to offer. And I've always been so curious about everything there is in the world. I love that. That's beautiful to hear. You should be curious about everything, because being curious will actually lead to like finding some joy. Being curious about that inner child will help you tackle it. A lot of this Riding with Rose movement that I've done, the content that I make with her, like I said, it's a part of me. It's a mask that has helped heal, and I mean truly like heal this person, this inner child, this person, the pain, some of the pains that I've gone through. Bonding with her, and it's just interesting that the moment I've started, what I'm trying to get at is the moment I really dug deep, and the moment that I really started to battle these demons and to battle my insecurities, that inner voice. We talked about this on the stream with my mom. What does success look like? Everything connects, remember. What does success look like, she asked me. And for me, like, truth behold, it's battling that voice in the back of your mind, accomplishing those things, finishing that to-do list that you have, making that call you should have made a week ago. Because I've realized, like, when you start doing that stuff, like, you just start to be less stressed. You start to be happier. Like, I felt like, damn, I feel successful. I got my to-do list done today. How could a to-do, like, what? Cake Ann said, other people's expectations. Ooh, that's one that I still deal with. I'm still breaking out of the shell when it comes to music, when it comes to a lot of the things that I do. I've been nervous to post like music content. Look at that. I have Shift Music. We have a Shift Music page. I haven't posted a damn thing on there. We have 400 followers. What am I even doing? Why have I not been posting my music? If music is something that I want, and it's something that I want as part of this movement, is something I could see myself evolving into, like, why am I not doing that? Why am I not? Caden said I stopped because I had to grow up and take care and stand up for myself against my parents. I had to protect myself. And that's a very difficult situation when, like, I can, my mom and I have always been close. And so I have been so blessed to have a mother like her. We are extremely close. We talk every day. We've always been close. Those of you guys that don't remember, my mom, I'm my mom's firstborn, and she had me when she was 16. Our birthdays are 2 days apart. She turned 16, and then 2 days later she had me. Shift was a uh-oh baby. But it's crazy because about several months before I was born, her mom passed away. And so imagine being 15 years old, your mom passes away. She like was not close with her dad at all, like at all. I've only met that grandpa less than 5-10 times in my life. There's what happens when, and I'm telling you, what happens when your story shifts from being what holds you back to being the reason you break free. And I'm so serious when I say that. When are you going to stop letting your story hold you back? When are you going to start letting the pain and the things you're going through right now be the reason you break free? I understand we're tired, we're hurting. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Every day I'm exhausted. But I cannot tell you the amount of joy it creates when you do start tackling that inner child and giving them a hug and loving them and letting them know it's okay. Because guess what? And I think having Rose really opened my eyes to that. Because guess what? There's kids out there where there's another little shifter out there. There's another Eve out there. There's another Cam Jess waiting to find a survival guide. I think a big part of it is being honest with yourself. I've said this and I'm going to say it again. Being honest with yourself and understanding what it was that really hurt you. Oh, you have a 5-year-old, Alan? I didn't know that. That's awesome. Little Alan, look at that. Lindy Lou, bullied for 6 years, and you know, maybe one day we'll talk about this, but I like my junior high days, like I said, were the darkest days of my life. I guess this has been the hardest year of my life recently, but like if I were to look back collectively at a time, this has also been like the best year of my life. I've had so much growth and I've had so much just proof of me breaking free. But when I was younger, I wasn't Shifter. I wasn't this version of me. And yeah, I went through a very dark phase in junior high. I was extremely bullied, and like it was really bad. Really, really bad. Went through online bullying. Yeah. Now look at me, a content creator online. Look at that. It's funny how it works. This was right when MySpace came out. How many of y'all remember MySpace? Who was in your top 8? Let me know. You know, I've said it before, but we all wear a mask. Shifter is a mask. I said it. Shifter is a mask that reveals the truth. It reveals the person that I want to be. It reveals the person that this younger version of myself wanted to be. It's something that has allowed me to navigate through the abyss. We all wear masks. Some of these masks might be as simple as, you know, consumption of social media, consumption of video games, consumption of hanging out with the wrong group of friends, just not spending your time. And it's a mask. It's a way to escape from reality. There's some type of mask that we all can wear that allows us to escape, but allows us to grow. And that's what Shifter has been. Is it perfect? Have I had ups and downs? Absolutely, on this journey. Have I learned a lot? Absolutely. Have I made mistakes? Yup. But overall, like, I look back and I'm so proud, and I feel like I've come so far. And it's just by showing up for yourself. I think there's a something I want you guys to do, and you don't have to do it, but even just mentally in your head. Whoa. Yeah. My contacts have been bugging me. I need to get some new contacts. I want you guys to try something. For those of you guys, if there's anyone that's writers, if there's anyone that likes to, even you can type an email, write a letter. But try, what's funny is, like, for those of you guys that have been part of my newsletter, I'll never ask anyone here to do something that I have not already done. But what's helped me is writing and documenting my feelings. I found a way to release them through music, through content, through so many different things. But write a letter to yourself. Write a note. Offer yourself love and support. Offer yourself, like Eve said, or no, it was who was it? It was Lindy. Like Lindy said, that you're just gonna try your best to love yourself. And we taught, there's people will say, look in the mirror 5 times, say you're pretty, say you're gorgeous, say, Jess, what up? Thank you for coming through. Alan with the hashtag journal. There you go. Writing is a great way. And that was a big thing for me too. Oh my gosh. I needed to get the last word out. But it would lead to, even if it was with someone else, like, especially, yeah, writing is an amazing way to just release those emotions. I think there's I'm not telling you guys to look in the mirror 5 times and say you're beautiful. You should try it though. Alan, thank you for the 100 bits. You might just radiate just a little bit more. But write notes down. Write stuff down, guys. Write how you're feeling. Talk about it. And for those of you guys that have been here for the part of the OG family, we have a newsletter. It's on the website. I have almost 700 people on this newsletter, and we have almost a 40% open rate.
Gotta keep it moving. That right there
40. Jess with the tier 1 sub, gifted to Sandy. Thank you so much. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. If you guys remember my newsletter, pouring my heart and soul out. And I got so much feedback on the newsletters that I used to do, and like I still occasionally will do them. But writing is that's what that was. I was those newsletters were for myself. Sugar Monster just cheered 1,000 bits. Damn, we don't got a sugar mama. We don't got a sugar papa. We got a sugar monster. Dang, Sugar Monster coming through. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Means a lot to me, honestly. It's hard to be serious when I'm showing appreciation I'm trying to build the moment and build the energy. But the energy's radiating still. It's just not as emotional. God, I love y'all. Thank you so much, guys. We look back at the newsletters, and I have one or two of them posted in the Discord, but we've done 23 newsletters. I think it was 23, 24 newsletters, and
We gotta keep it moving. That right there's a shift in movement.
Alan gifted the 5. Oh God. You know what? We got put the Gojo. I gotta grab the Gojo. I'm gonna grab the Gojo mask in just a sec. The Gojo mask, the Gojo wig. I'm gonna grab the wig in just a sec here. Level 2 hype train. Woohoo. Y'all already know. Wait, hold on. Did you guys watch the video today? I hope y'all saw the Instagram video. I need to make a riding with Rose theme song. Y'all already know that it's riding you. Impeccable. You guys already know we're drinking that Mountain Dew. You know Shifter don't drink. We drink a lot of pop though. I drink a lot of water. But yeah. Anyways, hold up. Dang, it's already almost 2:00. Look at that. I have received letters. You know what? Let me try this. I want to see if it works. Let me go exclamation. I dare someone to type in an exclamation mark and then type in P.O. box. I want to see if it works. No spaces. Exclamation mark P.O. box. Will someone type that in chat, please? I just want to see if it works. Oh, Shift, look at that. Shift loves handwritten letters and artwork for the Shift fam wall. Feel free to send as you please. We got the address right there. Guys, I'm being so serious. I have received, you know what, give me a second. I keep these dear close to my heart. It already it popped up here. Let me see if we could pin this too. There we go. I just pinned that one for 20 minutes. This is a pin message. I'm not kidding when I say that hold up. That doesn't give it justice. When I say that I have received so many letters, guys, and it's every time it catches me. Like, guys, these are all handwritten stuff. Shout out to Blue. I remember when Blue sent me the mouse pad. Where's Blue been? Anyway, we need to get Blue back in here. She been ghost. But all of these guys, please send me. I don't want to. It's a mouse pad. These are just a little handful of letters. And so, guys, if you ever want to just write and send as you please, it's okay. You don't have to send me gifts. I actually I love just reading letters and reading. I've had people pouring their hearts out to me. I've had people talking about how the shifter movement has helped them. And when I'm struggling, I keep this box out right there so I can grab it, because I come back to this box and I read it. I go through these notes. I'll spend an hour reading all of these, and there's so many. I've gotten probably almost 50 letters, and it's just it's mind-blowing to me. Are you ready to wrap this up? It was a good conversation today, guys. It was good. We're gonna end it with some energy.
Drop it down to the flow, just shake it. Feel the energy, you know it's radiating. Don't stop, cause it's yours for the taking. Gotta keep pursuing, y'all know we be breaking free. Break free, break free, break free. Y'all know I be breaking free. Break free, break free, break free. You gon' feel the energy. Don't you hate? You should meditate. Nod your head to the beat, now feel this energy is radiate. Already late, cause I already ate. And I can tell that you don't like yourself from a mile away. And it's okay, but you should really know. You gotta leave the negative energy at the door. And if you ain't with it, you should drop it to the flow. There's plenty